to ask too, can you just go through maybe like who are the drivers again? Who are the who's part of the team? Just maybe give a shout out to some of those people too who aren't joining us.
Yeah, go on, Paul. You can do that bit, mate.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll start from the top then. We better start at the top, which is Warren and Warren and Charlotte. They are the co-owners of husband and wife Top Cats, and they're also the drivers. They all drive as well. We'll go below that. That's obviously me, and then below that is there'll be Jensen and Charlotte Birch, who's been with us all season. Jensen's been with us a couple of seasons, and then Sam come in for a couple of races. So they're our drivers. And below that, we've got myself and another guy, Darren, who's my equivalent, who runs the other car. So when we run two cars, there's two of us. He does a lot more strategy side of it, data analysis with the drivers. And then we got two main mechanics, Brian and Kez. What Brian doesn't know and can't make with a car is like, you just can't do it. The guy's a genius. He's just amazing. And then you've got young Danny, who's Brian's nephew, and he's really picked up the technical side of it, all the data logging, and he's a really good mechanic as well. So together they're the basis of the team. And as Jensen said, we got a few young guys that come in, apprentices from colleges and stuff. So we give them an opportunity to see what life's like in the real world. Because obviously they jump out of college, think, we know everything, and they sort of hit a brick wall, really, and they get a bit starstruck with the cars and stuff. But you got to take the week with the chaff. Some are really good, and some it's not really for them. So, but that's the basis of the team.
Yeah, Jensen's striking me as a guy. I can see him in like instead of Top Gun Maverick, we got Top Cats Racing, and he's like the instructor over here telling. All the new recruits coming out of college, they get in the cars and they just, they wreck or something. It's like, nope. Comes in with that swagger and just teaches them how to do it. That sounds like fun, man. I like this racing stuff. I like it. I'm learning more about it today.
Yeah, no, it is good fun. And it's nice to see, as I say, we had Charlotte Birch with us this year, and she was, she'd raced some small tin top cars and Ginetta G40s, but she'd never done anything of any real high level like this. So and I approached her and said, look, we've got a seat that was originally in one of the Marcus cars, and put a deal together with her parents for her to drive with us in the second car, and then obviously in talks with Top Cats, the team, it was agreed that another Lamborghini would be brought in. So she kind of got thrust into the limelight really and became a GT Lamborghini driver overnight. And it's been a tough year for her. We're extremely proud of how well she's coped with that. The Lamborghinis are incredible cars. They're very daunting when you first get in there. They're very capable, and she had not even got close to driving anything like it. So she's had a really steep learning curve this year. But it's been great to see. I do this for fun. I do it for enjoyment. As does Warren. We've been racing 30 years. We're not going to be, on the Formula One grid anytime soon. We do it for the pure pleasure of doing it. But young Charlotte is at the start of her career, and she could make a career from this. So it's enjoyable to see that, and hopefully maybe, when I'm an old man and I'm watching it all on TV, maybe I'll be able to see her in some championship given at large, and be proud to have been a part of that. So I do enjoy. Absolutely. I do enjoy that side of things, and she's been really, really active on social media as well. Sort of promoting, HEX and the car and the team and what we've been doing. So yeah, she's been an asset. She's been an asset this year, and I don't regret giving her that opportunity, not at all. And that's another picture of the Ginetta there. There's got to be some Lambo pictures.
Yeah, we seem to be bigging up on the Ginetta at the moment.
Yeah. It looks good though. It looks good.
It's a pretty little car, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask too. Like, what types of cars? You mentioned Lambo, Ginetta, things like what are the? I know there's different kinds of race cars, but like which cars are the ones that you all race?
Well, they're all GT cars, but there's lots of in the championship. There's Aston Martins, there's Ferrari, there's Porsche, obviously. There's lots of different brands, BMW, and obviously we've got the Lamborghinis and the Ginettas as well. McLaren.
I'm going to ask some very stupid questions so I can learn and everyone else can learn who doesn't know much about racing. What is a GT car?
Okay, so the spirit of GT racing is basically their dream cars, the sort of things we might occasionally see on the streets, but you don't see them that often.
I heard
Modif-
McLaren mentioned.
yeah, modified for racing, basically. So yeah,
Yeah.
spectacular, rather expensive machines that perhaps many of us aspire to have or to drive, but modified for racing, and that really is the spirit of what underpins it. All these, different magnificent sort of brands.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
mean, the Lamborghinis that we've got, they're based on the Lamborghini Huracan, which is a road car. But these are the Super Trofeo versions. So they are the interior stripped out. They run lower. We run, big air boxes, and we run a full roll cage, a built-in fire extinguisher system, upgraded brakes. All the bodywork's carbon fiber to reduce weight. We run a slightly different aero package. So they're all based on what would effectively, there's Charlotte Birch.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll wait before we finish on this before we go on. I didn't know which one was next. So.
Yeah, that's okay. So they're all effectively based on the road going car that you can go to your dealership if you can afford it to buy, but they're heavily modified for what we do. If you took a Super Trofeo Lamborghini, a Lamborghini Huracan road car and put it on track against ours, we would be considerably faster. So, but then you wouldn't want to take one of our cars up to the supermarket either. So, yeah, Cromwell's absolutely spot on. They are effectively supercars that are heavily modified for motor racing. Yeah.
God, that's cool.
Yeah.